Hey, I'm Angie, and on today's episode of the Food Hero Cooking Show, we are making cowboy salad, and I am joined by my oldest daughter, Avery, today. So, to start off with, Avery and I are going to go get our hands washed, and then we'll meet you back here to get started.
Being a food hero is fun. Yeah.
Okay, so cowboy salad is one of Avery's favorites. Actually, she and her friends love it. So we are going to get that going. We're going to have it with our dinner tonight. So she's going to start by dicing up the tomatoes. What's awesome, this is the first tomato from our backyard garden, so I'm super proud of that. We had to pick up our others. We are also going to have fresh corn in our cowboy salad today. It's got lime, cilantro, avocado, and black beans, as well as some green onion. So while Avery gets started on dicing the tomatoes, I'm going to dice up this green onion. You can use all the way up to here. This, of course, was again from one of our local farmers, and it is going to add a delightful taste, very, very mild. The other thing I do want to add is that I have actually pre-washed everything. And so especially when you're working with things like cilantro, you want to make sure that you're washing them really, really well. And oftentimes people don't think of this, but I actually wash the exterior. It's important you wash the exterior of foods like avocado and lime as well. So everything has been thoroughly washed.
That good stuff, recipes that kids love.
Okay, so I cut up the recipe on Food Hero for cowboy salad says 1 bunch of green onions. As you can see, I had the larger salad onions. I used about half of that is what's gonna go in here. The other half I actually put in a bowl over here. I'm gonna save it because Avery and I are gonna make some guacamole next because we love that as well. All right, so after that's done, that goes right in the bowl. Now, I've also got some nice, fresh, local corn. It's a beautiful bicolor corn. All right, now here is a tip. When corn is fresh, you can just use that fresh corn. You don't have to cook it. You don't have to do anything. Just wash it really, really well. And then you want to make sure you have a flat edge there. Just shave it down the side. And then this can go straight into our salad. Okay, so we're just going to cut that off, and that's going to go straight into the salad. So delightful. Now, if you don't have fresh corn, if it's a time of year when you don't have fresh corn, you can use canned drained corn. Or you can use frozen corn. And for the frozen corn too, all you need to do is just thaw it. You do not have to cook it. The thawed frozen corn can go straight in. So super easy. But I love this in the summer with fresh corn. It is so, so yummy. Okay, while I finish up this corn, Avery is going to get the avocado done. So I'm going to let her do that. So she's going to open that up.
Give them more of that good stuff.
Oh, beautiful. And one thing I do want to say, in this salad recipe, when you use diced avocado, you want a ripe avocado that just gives slightly to the touch, but you still want it to be fairly firm because that way it holds up a lot better in the recipe. So Avery's going to dice that up.
That kids love. It's hard to get enough. Where healthy food is fun. Being a food hero is fun. Yeah.
Good. Next is the cilantro. So this is just 1 bunch of cilantro, which I just chopped up very fine. Smells so good. All right, and we're just gonna dump that in there. Okay, perfect. Avery, if you want to get the canned beans, so we have 2 cans here of black beans, which I've just rinsed and drained. You can use any mix of beans that you want, actually. You could use pinto beans, black-eyed peas, really any type of bean that you like. You could also cook them from dry, but canned beans come together very quickly. So just drain those and rinse those, and Avery, you can go ahead and put those in. Those should be nice and drained now. All right. And then Avery, I am going to do a ½ teaspoon each of salt and pepper, and while I do that, I'm going to have you go ahead and squeeze some lime juice in there. Now, the recipe actually calls for 2 tablespoons of vinegar or lime juice, and we just use the whole lime because we love lime. It's such a good, fresh flavor, so we're just going to put all of that in there. So feel free to use more or less, just depending on your taste.
Being a food hero is fun. Yeah.
And then next is a tablespoon of oil. So any type of oil that you like can go in here. So I'm just going to add that little tablespoon of oil just to kind of carry the flavor throughout the dish. Doesn't take much. Oh my gosh, I can smell that lime. It smells so good. Oh, yeah. So good. With this recipe too, it is very versatile. You could actually add, sometimes I like to add radishes to it as well. You could use cucumber. You could put some nice fresh zucchini. If you get some of those really small young zucchini, those are delightful in here too. You can really just alter this to whatever flavors you like, but you can see as we get it stirred around, this dish is such a beautiful color. And it's a perfect use for the bounty that you have from your garden in the summer. And it goes really well with a variety of dishes. It goes really well with chicken. It goes well with fish. It goes well with pork. You can just use it in this way as a burrito filling. You can have it as a salad and add a little bit of protein to it, or not, because you've already got the beans. Just a delightful dish. And I know, Avery, you took it once, right? You had an assignment at school where you had to make a healthy snack, and she took it, and it was super popular. So that is it for us today. We're actually going to get this in the fridge so that the flavors can meld together a little bit better. So Cowboy Salad. Enjoy. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.